Hello everyone and welcome to our second class online in our virtual classroom. So we bought a ticket apparently in the previous video, so let's just revise the vocabulary here, okay? And let's match the items 1 to 8 to the pictures 8 to H. Unfortunately, I can't hear you, so you'll have to do this part on your own. If you have the equipment to record your own voice, you can do that and you can post it as a reply to this video. It would be very helpful. It would be practical. It makes you exercise your skills as speakers, so please do so. Do not compromise your identity, so do not take your own pictures. Just post your voices, okay, if it's possible. If it's not, then just do it. Be responsible for your own knowledge and be responsible in this crazy situation that we are all in. Okay, so let's just start with listening to the dialogue on a bus or a train station. I can't remember exactly. Oh, it's a train station. Okay, so let's listen.
Page 60. Exercise 3B.
Oxford, please.
Single or return?
Return, please.
Are you coming back today?
Yes, I am.
That's £14.50, please. Thank you. Here are your tickets.
Thank you. What time is the next train?
It'll be the 12:24. Change at Reading.
12:24. When does it get to Oxford?
Let me see. It arrives in Oxford at 13:40.
And what platform does that leave from?
Platform 5.
Number 5. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right, so your next task is to match the beginnings of the sentences in A to the endings in B. Write them down into your notebooks and then read them out loud, okay? You can also translate them if you want to. Also, you can do that as a recording of your own voice and post it as a reply, okay? I've had some bad experiences with some students recording their own voice. So if you feel uncomfortable, you can send it to me as a private message as well. Whatever you choose. Use all the equipment you can. We have to make the best out of what we have right now. Okay, so what words can we use to replace the underlined words in these sentences? When is the last train? It leaves from platform 2. It gets to London at 2:30. And are you coming back today? Let's look at what can we use to replace them. Okay, just a second. Okay, so when, at what time, it leaves, departs, it departs, it gets to, it arrives in, and are you coming back today? Are you returning today? Okay, so prepositions. Let's look at the sentences. Which prepositions do we use with a certain mean of transport? Let's look at this chart here. So, I usually go to school by bike. We use by with bike. But if it's raining, I go by the bus. Okay? So by bike and by the bus. The train arrives in London at 3:42. In and at, we did that when we were in grade 3. So that should be perfectly clear. Number 3. The next train, 2 or 4, Glasgow, leaves from platform 6. So that one is quite obvious. And task 4, the train gets to Manchester, the train gets to Manchester, not in Manchester, but to Manchester at 5:30, and it changes at Birmingham. Change at Birmingham. So it's not a direct train, you have to have a stop at. You have a stop at Birmingham. Hope you caught that and hope you understand that. If you need to listen to it, you can, of course, do it again. Now do task 6. Complete the dialogues. Write them into your notebooks and post them as a reply. I'm constantly repeating myself as a parrot, so hopefully we'll get the hang of it, of this kind of classes and lessons. So do that into your notebooks, post it. Replies are needed and they are mandatory, so you have to do this, okay? This one is also for reading, so as well you can do that. So look at the timetable and answer the questions. How many trains are not direct? Where do passengers have to change? And which platform do most trains leave from? And that's it for today's class. Now let's look at our workbook, what we have here. So you sent something to me. Was it you or were the 8th graders, 7th graders buying the ticket? Okay, so boys and girls, you should have done this by now, but it doesn't matter if you haven't. It's okay. The time is not of the essence here, so it's not important. You don't have to do it straight away. When you finish all other tasks and when you get when you have the chance to do this properly, then do it, okay? And now what you have to do is finish all other tasks on page 49, okay? You have the CD for your workbook, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so that's it for now. Stay safe and see you in my next video. Goodbye.